Hey folks, this is me on my Surron Light Bee X road legal version 2024 with no limiter and bunch of other modes that I'll be sharing in my videos. In this video I'll install the SEC54 Sprocket and test the results. Sprocket pitch 420 and it has 54 tooth, 6 tooth more than stock. I'll also use DID 420D chain, this has 140 links. But first, big thanks to PCBWay.com for making these videos possible. They offer design services with outstanding options and customer support. Just upload your file, choose from bunch of settings and get instant quote and lead time. It is that easy to bring your design into reality. PCBWay.com, first link in description below. Let's run first test on stock 48 tooth Sprocket and DID 420D chain. Let's go! It took 5.02 seconds to reach 50 km per hour using GPS speed, as we cannot really trust Suron's dash speed. I have video about stock chain versus this DID 420D chain, check it out, as it has shocking results. Max GPS speed is 71 km per hour and Suron's shows 79 km per hour. Alright, let's start. Loosen the nut with 17mm socket and 6mm Allen key. Locate joiner link on chain and remove it. It is easy to do with flathead screwdriver. On this chain are no rubber rings or other gizmos. Now you can unscrew nut and remove that washer. Remove brake caliper with 2 screws for 4mm Allen key. Now pull out the axle bolt and wheel assembly can be removed. Oh, this is brake caliper holder. Unscrew 5 bolts holding sprocket. They are pretty tight as they have a ton of Loctite on them from factory. Here we go, the stock steel 48 tooth sprocket. Let's see the difference to the new one. A, it looks cooler. B, it is larger. And C, let's see how lighter it is. So stock sprocket weighs 441 grams. A new 54 tooth sprocket weighs 298 grams. That is 143 grams saved. Nice. By the way, it is made from alloy. So let's attach it to the wheel using same 5 bolts and bit of blue Loctite on each bolt. Screw them in by hand first, just to make sure you're not cross-threading them. Then pre-tighten all in crisscross pattern and finally tighten them properly in crisscross pattern as well. Done. This brake caliper holder has slot that goes here. I applied bit of grease on axle bolt and wheel can go on. Push that bolt through and screw nut on the other side. Come on, subscribe now. Test spin and pre-tighten the wheel so that you can still move it forward and backwards. Here, a new chain. Has new joiner link? Nice. And here is 140 links long chain that I'll join with old one to feed her on jack shaft. Then I'll disconnect it and wrap around new sprocket to mark where I need to split new chain. It should be 110 links long for 54 tooth sprocket. So if my calculations and angle grinder skills are correct, this should be the offcut. And this should fit perfectly on once I'll feed chain on the jack shaft and sprocket. Oh yes! Let's join her up properly. And tighten the chain with these 2 bolts for 10mm spanner. Make sure they are unscrewed equally on both sides. Then tighten the wheel, check tension and tighten these 2 nuts to lock the screws. Last thing is to attach a caliper, chuck it on and pre-tighten 2 bolts. Then squeeze and hold rear brake, and while holding the brake, tighten the bolts properly. Done. Test pin and loop the chain if needed. And let's see what difference it makes against this stock sprocket. Man, it looks super cool, blacked out. So test run number 2, DID 420D chain and 54 tooth sprocket on my Light Bee X. Let's go, baby. Link in description below. It only took 4.13 seconds to reach 50 km per hour, almost a second faster than 48 tooth sprocket. Max GPS speed 63 km per hour, while Suron shows 79 km per hour. Understandable as it has set stock ratio of 1.0. I'll be testing different ratios in other video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.